channel, everybody on YouTube land. So it's kind of the moment that I've been kind of holding off on. I had a couple little issues when I was doing this, had other things going on. But without further ado, here we go. We got the PCS Roadster exhaust. They have the turnout and it has the race baffle in it. So let's get down to it. For installing this, it did not come with new studs. I would have kind of liked to see it come with some new studs. What does it cost? $2. So went down to the auto parts store, picked up some new studs for this. And in installing this, now when you pull off your old studs are going to want to stay in. I would suggest removing your studs and then reinsert this one right here. I don't know if you can see that, but that's the one for the front cylinder on this side of the bike. Reinsert that stud, and then you're going to have to kind of move the flange on there in order to get it to work. So that will make it to where you can kind of maneuver this exhaust into position. I also would have liked to see it come with some new gaskets, but it didn't. The exhaust took about 6 weeks to show up. That was a painful 6 weeks. I don't know if you remember before, I had that funky exhaust on there. And in tuning, I wound up getting, I don't know if I got hot on my rear cylinder, but the coating wound up just kind of flaking off right there. So I was like, okay, perfect. Well, with how close my foot's going to be to this side anyways, I want to wrap it. I just did the wrap, started right there, and went all the way. So there's only 2 clamps. This is one continuous, and it works out pretty good. The exhaust note is unbelievable with this exhaust. I feel a little bit more power throughout the power band, and just the sound alone makes it worth it. It's basically their Monster Pro shortened. One problem if you get the turnout is you will not be able to remove your baffle, and if you get the race baffle, I almost kind of believe that it increases the sound of it. So if you wanted it to be a little bit quieter, and it's obnoxious, I'll give it that, you won't be able to without cutting off the tip, and they have other tips that you can purchase from them. But that's something to kind of note, is when you go with the turnout, it's more extensive to modify, to either remove it and add the 4 or just remove it all together. But I'm very pleased with this. The tuning wise, I had other issues. I wound up having my timing off on my front cylinder. I had clogged up galleys on my jets, and what else? Yeah, that was about it. So, I don't know. When you start having issues with your bike, just go through and do a full-on maintenance. That's what I did. Reset timing. Well, checked it. Saw it could be a little bit better. Reset. Checked my valves. New spark plugs. Pulled the carbs apart. Blew everything out of them, cleaned them completely up, put them all back on the bike, and now it runs flawless the way that it should. So if you have any issues, just go through and do a full-on maintenance on it. It's going to save you any type of headaches. Also, my throttle position sensor was a little bit off. I wound up having to remove the little metal pieces that were inside the plastic that keeps it from articulating just a little bit more. I just wanted a little bit more articulation out of it, that way, so that I could achieve my own reading that I was looking for. So I'm fixing to take off and deliver a helmet right now, and I'll get you an exhaust clip. Here it is.